Welcome to Bogside Chats. We're talking everything DFK and keeping it casual. I'm joined here tonight by Guy Kid. Guy, how the hell are you?
I'm doing well. Glad I didn't draw the short straw and you get to do the intro. And great job holding that welcome. That might have been the longest welcome we've had yet.
That's what I was going for. Beat that, Maddie.
What are you drinking?
What am I drinking? Nice Brooklyn Summer.
Nice.
Very nice. I shouldn't have put that in there though. No free advertising. They're not a sponsor. Yeah, so you'll notice we are without Maddie Pest tonight. That's why I'm doing the intro, and I'm gonna attempt to host this. We'll see how that goes.
See how many times you get derailed.
Yep, I think it's gonna happen. But if anyone has any questions or comments or discussion topics, we are short-staffed, so always happy to entertain those.
Yeah, we're going to be leaning on chat a lot tonight, so appreciate the comments and the commentary.
Yep. Great, but yeah, let's hop right into it. DFK, we were off last week, so a lot has gone on. We touched upon the bazaar last week, right? So we were able to fit that in.
Yeah, we hit the bazaar 2 weeks ago when it first came out.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Continues. I mean, team did a great job releasing it. No real issues that have kind of popped out of it. And this is not a simple task. So hats off to the team for that. Have you been doing any trading? Have you hopped into the bazaar at all?
I did. I have some atonement crystals listed. And I did make a few purchases for a dark summon that I'm going to do tonight. I purchased a greater swiftness stone and 9 greater swiftness crystals, and if everything goes to plan tonight, I will not have any of those left at the end of it. So that should be fun.
We're gonna foreshadowing to later in the episode.
Yeah, we'll hop into that. Maybe not too late in the episode because I think it's gonna take a while to do all the level ups. But I am going for a double foresight legendary thief, and I'm hoping for it to be, and I have to check this, I meant to check this, the highest agi in the game.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, for those who have followed, I did this with an archer, and it is currently, it's not the highest because there are level 20s out there, but it's on pace to shatter the dex of the highest dex hero right now. So
do you still have the highest dex hero?
No, so that's what I mean, right? It's only level 14.
Yeah.
But I think I'm only 6 decks behind the level 20 archer with the most decks.
Yeah.
So could there be another one that's on a better pace than me? Technically, there can be. I don't know about if it is there. So shout out to everyone in the chat: Bogside Intern, Christian Peter, Bud, Crump. I think that's a new viewer there, and Crypto Baby H. How you guys all doing tonight? Cool. So we'll touch upon the AMA quick.
Ooh, you've got some competition on the double foresight thieves. Zabu is front running your dark summoning.
Oh, that's no good. I don't like that. Picked up a double foresight thief DS later too. All right. Now I kind of don't want to do mine because he's going to make sure his is better if I do it first. No, and that's actually not to get like too far into that, but I do want to be clear. What I'm doing, I don't advise doing. I've had conversations with a few people about this. There's no reason to do the DS, the Dark Summon, until combat's here, right? Like I have 2 heroes right now. Like I can wait as long, because we might find out more things. We might find out Foresight, not great, not great for thieves, whatever it might be. There's really no rush, but sometimes boredom gets a hold of
Kicks
you,
in.
and we're just
financial prudence goes out the window, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So AMA this week, they had a few topics. I think the big one is duels are live or going to be live. I believe they are live now.
I think they were live as of like 6 o'clock this afternoon. I think there's a patch that just went out.
Yeah, so Season 5 is here with a few changes, some big changes, actually. So there is going to be a new mode in duels called Champion Mode. It sounds a lot like King of the Hill, where when you get to that top spot, you're going to be able to defend it against challengers, and there are incentives for how long you're able to hold that spot, how many challengers you defeat, and even a little fee sharing. So let me, I don't know if you have the language pulled up or
I
Discord.
don't have it in front of me.
So
Actually, is it? Yeah, keep chatting.
it's in Discord. So champions earn 5% of dual power token profits and 50% of fees generated through the champion challenge duels for that type of match. So for solos, for trios, what squads, or for war. So that's really cool. We're not the biggest duels guys, but the idea of fee sharing, I think, and how it may pertain to combat in the future, I think that's really cool. It has a very DeFi feel to it, power to the players type of thing. So I think it's pretty exciting. What do
Yeah,
you think?
I'm excited by the whole concept of champion mode. I like that they're using duels to. I mean, they've done a great job. Continuous. Every season's felt a little different, and they're continuing to tinker and add to it. And I can see kind of the progression aspects of it. I think this champion format is a great next step. That gives you something a little bit more to play for. So other than the tiered rewards, which is still in place, of I mean, it's great that we have this whole ranking system of you still get your legendary and your mythic tiers that you'll be going for to earn crystals and stones. But this champion it can add a little more competition aspect of it. I'm curious if we can ever use a champion system like this to create kind of sub communities within the DFK ecosystem of like, could we do our own kind of customized tournaments tied to maybe have some kind of ladder system that you've got 30 people registered for some kind of subgroup that you can
Yeah,
have
like
your own champion system within that.
like a league system almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And sounds totally possible. Probably not, immediately, but down the
Right.
road. Yeah, that'd be great. And yeah, I think this is one of the cooler duels improvements because it's when you get to the top, and I think I've had the top spot for about a day and a half, if even, on Sarandel once when no one else was playing on Sarandel. But once you get there, it's kind of like, all right, I'm there now. Like, I don't
Right.
get anything extra. There's no additional prize. There's no real incentive to keep it. In fact, there's an incentive to drop rank so then you can, build back up, right? Or
Right.
get easier wins from lower competition. So now they've added that incentive of like, hey, now you're actually battling with kind of a purpose.
Yeah, I think that's huge.
Yeah.
Continuing to add more utility to duels, which is super, super important.
Yeah, yeah, and again, I don't think the fee sharing part can be overstated. I'm hoping that when combat comes out, they'll have something similar. We've talked about this a few different times, but the idea of, hey, duels are great, but I really hope that everything that's being built is being built with combat in mind and will be easily applied to the combat system. And I
Correct.
think if that's the case, right, which we would hope, we could see kind of a more robust peripherals around the combat system when it is released, right?
Yeah, because they've already got things that are proven and tested and in use and able to be implemented.
Yeah, absolutely. Vibes, how you doing? Chiming in. Pro tip: let the duels hype die down and swoop in later on and clean up. Yeah, agreed. And I think that's been kind of everybody's strategy, right? There's no reason to go right out of the gate. Now there kind of is, right? I mean, if you think that you're going to be able to compete for that champion spot, the more days that you're holding that top spot or that you're that king of the hill, the more financially, lucrative it's going to be for you. Do you have
Yeah,
the heroes for that? I don't know. Do I? I don't think so. So I don't know what I'll be doing there, but
coming from the guy who's trending towards the highest deck stat archer in the game, you don't have the
yeah.
heroes for it. What on earth do you mean by
Well,
that?
all right, yeah, and I guess that's more of a mindset thing. Like even that hero in solos, like having the highest decks, I'm not rolling decks very often. Like it's not like I'm rolling it more than other things. It's still a very random game. So
Yeah.
that
Fair.
just doesn't jive with kind of my mentality around it. But hey, I'll still have that hero when combat comes out.
Yep.
Yep, Foxside Intern's got it. Give me combat or give me death. There we go. Actually, not that serious. I'm not going to take death in that situation, but I would like
It's a
combat.
little extreme.
Yeah. What else on the AMA? They talked a little bit about. So it sounds like Workhorse has been on vacation, so that's why we haven't seen any new codexes in a while, codices, in quite some time. But Hubert did mention that they were taking that time to work on some more equipment type stuff. So I thought that was very cool.
Yeah. Always excited by equipment.
Yeah, because equipment means crafting, and it's funny. I was going into this AMA thinking like I'd really love to hear something about crafting because it's been so long since we've heard something. It's kind of the next shoe to drop as far as like progression towards gameplay goes. I know there are expeditions and a few other things that great updates, but expeditions doesn't progress us closer to gameplay. Equipment does. So I think that's cool. The Fire Sword of Fire, hopefully, is going to get in there.
Sword of a Thousand Truths.
What was that?
The Sword of a Thousand Truths.
What is that from?
South Park.
Oh, is that from the WoW episode?
I think it's from the WoW episode, or I don't know if they made a game out of that. One or the other.
Okay. Let's see if someone in chat.
Yeah, I know
knows the
someone will
reference.
jump all over that.
What else? Before we kind of go any further, I do want to bring up, while we have a lot of people here and watching, so we did a little giveaway last episode, and
yeah. And
I put Franz Keeps It on the list, and I won. So I kept the hero. So what do you have the hero up?
I do. Yep.
So just to retell the story again, I won this off of Sir Worm's stream. And so I'm re-gifting it or re-giving it away. So we're gonna throw his name in there. So it's a 10 of 10. Any advanced?
We can take a peek. I mean, it's a double death mark is kind of cool. Power Horn is advanced cosmetics, so you get that going for you. Yeah, Legionnaire subclass could be nice with the Knight main class, and you got the blue strength. I could,
wait,
you talk enough. You can find positives in any card.
Yeah, you guys are good at that. Whenever we get a shit summon, you guys are like, well, it is a forager. Something. And it looks like it was the WoW episode. We have a few people confirming in chat. So yeah, so if you want in on the giveaway, I'm just gonna write down every name that I see talking in chat. So make sure you say at least one thing, and we'll get you in there.
You're gonna leave Franz Keeps It in at least one.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was thinking about adding 3 Franz Keeps It since I won it last time, but that seemed a little too trolly.
I can see you've done a really good job leveling this guy up too.
Oh, I haven't touched it. No, it's on my non-bot account. All right, this is bad podcasting though. So
that's okay. Keep typing names. What can I talk about? So Bazaar's cool. Duels is up and running. That's exciting. I mean, dev team, they talked about Halliday and Swipelux as two new partners they're working with. I like the little 2-minute YouTube shorts they do every month, just highlighting, hey, what has the team been up to? Just quick updates to kind of highlight, like, hey, what have they been working on over the last month? Where's the concentration been and things of that nature? So highlighting Heroes New Clothes feels like an eternity ago, but that was last month. So
so that was in the little 2-minute blurb.
In the little 2-minute blurb. Actually, it might have been a June and July summary, so technically might have been 3 months ago now.
Okay.
But it's nice hearing those and just kind of like recapping what the team's been working on, which makes me come to like, should we still be wanting weekly AMAs? Or like, should us as a community, should we be pushing towards bi-weekly AMAs at this point and hoping that gears towards, because I'm curious how much of the team's week needs to go towards the AMAs.
AMA
the
prep.
fact they need to be every week. it's not just the hour that they're on the AMA. So
Yeah.
is there, like, what are we gaining getting weekly updates from the team? I do love the level of transparency, but I would also love more updates too. And I know
Yeah.
the team's great about, every single one of them is focused and dedicated too. So whatever we can do to give them more time back in their day, I think is something we should support.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think I'm playing both sides of the fence here. I think that, and Guy, you've said this to me offline, the idea of the eternal hype train. You show up for an AMA every week and it kind of shows like a we're still here, we're still going type of thing, where if you stop that, you don't hear anything from the team for a while and like, you start fading towards other things. So I think it's important there, but no, we don't need an update every week. I've kind of stopped listening to all of them. I listened to this week's to prep for this show, right? But like I'm gonna hear about it on Twitter if anything big drops, if anything big happens. Like duels I knew was coming because people were talking about it. Um, you know, bi-weekly, monthly, and Boxside Intern making a good point. Bi-weekly, I've always hated that word because it's very confusing.
Because it's used for both.
Right. But meaning every other week in this
Yes.
instance. We don't need more AMAs.
But maybe they could find some other way of every other week is like a team update, and then like the off weeks or whatever, maybe they're doing some kind of community contest, or they're doing something that the whole team isn't committed to, but maybe it's Bolon hopping on and doing some kind of contest or something along that.
Yeah, maybe doing an update week and then a questions week.
Yep.
I don't know, and that's the other thing. So I was thinking about this today, and this is gonna maybe make me sound a little cynical, but like all the questions, I think they can be a negative to the team because I think it's putting things in the team's mind that like, yeah, it might be a good idea. Does it need to be focused on? Like, I don't know. Hubert was getting asked about the hero population again, saying like, if we
Yeah.
get enough people chatting about it, yeah, we'll look at it again. It's like,
And clearly he wants to look at it, but like he's kind of made peace at this point and moved on. If we keep bringing it up, like, yeah, he's going to have to resort resources to it. And do we
right.
want that? Do we need that? I mean, that's the debate.
Yeah, and then like another question was bulk item sending between accounts. Would that be cool? Yeah, it'd be great. Do I want the team spending time on that? No, I really don't. Just deal with it. Like I don't know.
A lot of
what do
good
we?
points in chat here.
Yeah, I forgot you can't click on them. So what are we looking at here?
So I mean, Chris KP makes the good point about like bi-monthly AMA and have the other weeks be the release weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love something like that. And then maybe transitioning, having a. I think we used to do this at some point in the AMAs of like having themed AMA weeks where we had like the art team, we had the combat team, we had the tokenomics team, like have different themed AMAs across the weeks.
Well,
Like
I feel like that's more based on like what's happening at a certain time, right?
correct.
But yeah, I mean they could do that. Um, Fire Sword of Fire needs to get its play there, as the intern's saying. Yeah, I don't know. In the end, like, are we just babbling about something that's really not that big of a deal? They've been doing the weekly AMAs for 2 years now. Has it been 2 years? No, it'll be 2 years in November, or October, whatever. Um, you know, I don't think it's that much prep. It's stuff they're working on anyway. They're just kind of being asked about it.
Yep.
Maybe Dreamer needs to take some time to look at numbers if he knows he's going to discuss something like that. But for the rest of them, I think it's just kind of giving a quick update. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, a couple of good ideas, a couple of interesting thoughts. It's like I don't know if I want to make that into an AMA question or not, but I mean it's interesting kind of hearing everyone kind of chime in because there's a lot of different opinions on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. Transitioning is something that's difficult when you're not used to hosting. So transitioning to what do we have else to talk about before we get to the fun, more kind of laid back portion of this?
So we did duels, we did Bazaar, we talked through all the AMA points. I mean, you're going to do your dark summons. I've got a
Mhm.
couple summons I can do on my end. Are we ready to kind of pivot and transition that way? I'd be curious to hear if there are any talking points chat wants
Yeah,
to see
chat. Did we
hit.
miss anything? Help us out. Maddie usually draws up the show notes.
Yeah,
So let us know if there is. Oh, there's that whale selling Jewel. What's Jewel
yeah,
price at? Here, I'll give you
down
screen back. Well, yeah. How far down?
8 cents. I
Okay.
mean, one of the interesting things that's formed out of this is the jewel to crystal ratio is kind of rebalanced again, which is fun because he's selling jewel and no crystal's not selling at the same pace. Crystal to jewel was at 10 to 1 for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna reach parity between Crystal and Jade under 1 cent. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, yeah, that's not fun.
Um,
The whole Clayton proposal, that's a big topic. Um, it's interesting seeing them. It sounds like that proposal was written based on agreements they already had in place with Clayton, and they're showing they've kind of hit their milestones and are going to continue to hit their milestones. It almost seems like something that was promised to them,
mhm.
and they're almost like re-delivering on that. So it's just interesting seeing that in writing and kind of asking for their grant money and hearing the team kind of vocalize of putting a little pressure on Clayton. And it's interesting to hear kind of how much that is felt by Clayton of they may stop developing on that chain, which will be interesting to see.
Yeah. If that happens, if we have to go through another chain move, I'm gonna be honest. I love DFK. I don't know if I could stick that out. If it's another 3 months of nothing but, hey, we're moving to the new chain. We're gonna be in the new chain soon. That's gonna be a tough pill to swallow for the community.
I
So
agree.
hopefully they get the grant money. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Um,
And I'd be curious. I mean, a lot of people have talked about the grant money being their runway. I I can't imagine the team kind of expected or needed that from a runway perspective. Everything I see them getting from a grant or if they do any kind of funding aspect is to increase team size and enhance pace of delivery on stuff.
mhm. Yeah, yeah. But going back to this whale that's selling, I feel like there's a lot of focus on it in the community. I'm not too worried about it.
Same.
Unless you're looking to, and listen, there are people out there that are playing the game of DFK very actively when it comes to their finances, right? They're looking to find every edge, and that's great. That's great for them. It's very time consuming. I think a vast majority of the community isn't doing that. They're having fun with their summons. Yeah, they want to make money,
Right.
here and there, but you're not sitting there staring at DFK charts for things that are, under 10 cents, right? The
Right.
way that I'm looking at this whale selling is great. Weak hands to strong hands. I'm not going to buy any more Jewel until it stops, until, we get some word that he's kind of cleared out his bank account there. But the people buying it up are, you'd think, true believers or people that are holding it for a
Right.
longer period of time. So at the end of the day, I might scoop up a little more. If we get like around 5 cents, I might scoop some up. But like at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm not too concerned about that.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. I mean, it's obviously a big contributor of the DFK ecosystem, and I'm curious if he's gone for good or if he's I don't know if he's just lessening his position, but we'll see shortly.
I mean, or on something that doesn't have the most volume, if he's, dumping a lot and going to buy up a lot more with the same amount of USDC,
Yep,
get a
for
lot
sure.
more Jewel for it. Does the whale dump hurt that proposal? That's a thoughtful question by the Sarge there, as he always tends to have. Um, yeah, I mean, the price going down can't help. I mean, I don't know. Is Clayton looking at that? I think they're looking more at like transaction volume and how much kind of use their chain is getting. Um,
Could you argue that it's helping the proposal because there's more transactions? Well, none of us is on uh, Clayton Network, though, is it? I guess it
right.
theoretically could be.
I mean, I don't know where he's selling, but yeah, I don't know that it plays kind of it has a direct impact, but it's something to consider. What other questions do we have here? Did you have anything else on that before I? Skip ahead.
Not really, no.
So Mokshas are the most valuable item. What item do you think will explode in price and why? It's a good one.
Stuff that'll have a utility.
You going to the market page. Shout out to the ADFK guys, as always, helping us out with this awesome website of theirs. I mean, I don't think Mokshas stop going up in price anytime soon. I think tiers retain their value and kind of. I haven't looked at a tier chart recently, but I'm assuming they're kind of holding steady.
It'll be interesting if is duels in the champion system enough to encourage players to accelerate the level of their heroes.
I mean, I like to think that the community as a whole is accelerating the level. When you say accelerate, you mean use stamp pods. You don't mean
Use
like
stamp
people just leveling
pods,
up.
use crystals, use stones. Is there a benefit of using greater crystals and greater stones versus regulars? Are the incentives within duels enough to do all that?
I don't know. I think maybe for some people. For me, the incentive is, hey, there's going to be gameplay eventually. So, I want my heroes to be the best. But, again, we were talking about it before the show. We've been saying it for a while. Like, kind of done using crystals and stones on my heroes.
Yeah.
If they're not good enough when the time comes, I'll throw them in the pit, similar to how I'm doing tonight with another. I'll take my legendary, get another legendary, put them together, and then I will stone and crystal that resulting hero.
Right.
Greater
it's atonement crystals. Holy bananas.
Yeah, I mean that's just small supply.
I had like 6 of those too.
I bought up a bunch at 15 crystal, and sold them all at I used a bunch, but I sold them at like 50, thinking like, all right,
I 10x, I 50x.
Yeah, I 50x my $3 to $6, whatever, or
right,
$4.50. Yeah, I don't know. I would say, any ingredient of the stamp pot, I agree with that. And I would say ingredients of health potions. So pulling that up. So health vials, iron scale, rock root, tears, and gold. So I think I keep just looking at tears. Tears are in pretty much everything. And as all these potions start getting used, like right now, no one's crafting potions. There's no need to, unless you're then tossing them into the stone carver, right?
Right.
When we have to use, 10 health vials a day, 20 health, whatever the number ends up being, right? The whole community crafting health vials, the ingredients of that should go up.
Yeah, I just wonder if we've been in this kind of current ecosystem in so long of has the tokenomics been all screwed up in the sense of there's so much milkweed, there's so much darkweed in circulation that how long is it going to take to kind of go through that? What's the consumption rate going to be for health vials and mana pods and things of that nature?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll definitely be a delay. I mean, if you think back to when pet hatching was first released, tiers didn't shoot up that day. Tiers shot up like 3 or 4 months later. So I think we'll have a similar lag with any of these items, probably more so. Well, you need more quantity of the lesser items, but there are many more of them out there. What else do we got here? Sticks intern covered the proposal in detail, it looks like. So check out his show.
I listened to most of that.
What else we got? Sick of these low tier chains. ETHL2 seems like such an obvious next move. And then Matic or Immutable X. We were hoping it was Immutable X this time around.
Right.
Because we are invested in it from Gods Unchained. And that actually, I want to pull that up real quick.
Yeah, we were talking about that with the Bazaar.
So what I want to see added to the Bazaar. So this is Gods Unchained card. Cool game. If you're into a trading card games.
Hated those.
I have 2 of them. They are for sale. No, but I want to see a price chart like this for the Bazaar so that I could look at like Greater Atonement. And you could see right now what the last sale was. but I want to see like was the last sale, you know, out of whack with what's been going on. You know, like I want to see a chart like this. This is all time. You can go like last 7 days, and there've only been, you know, a few of these sold in the last 7 days. So it's a little weird looking at charts when it's this low volume and something that is a little less liquid. But that's something that I think would be a cool addition. All right, I can get off that now.
That'd be
Go
cool.
back to your screen. But yeah, I mean, it just in general, I feel like ETH-L2s seem like the way to go. Someone mentioned Solana. I feel like Solana is kind of starting to have its day a little bit as far as hype goes, but they mentioned it's not EVM. It's not Solidity, so that makes it a little more difficult as another chain.
Get you talking technical.
Oh yeah, I've been cryptoing for quite some time. Could the team be the jewel whale that's selling? I don't think so. Could
I
be.
don't think so either.
I think
Could be someone
somebody.
the team knows.
Yeah, I mean, I think somebody made an AMA question for next week about the team wallets and things like that. Right, Guy?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe everyone should go to the
Talk
Rapid
site.
Arts talk site and look at it all.
Upvote it. What'd you get there?
This was a failed Dragoon attempt.
Nice.
So I got a Paladin with a Warrior sub, which isn't that bad. Green Endurance, I like that. And I guess I don't have abilities. I thought I had an ability mutation chance.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently not.
And then Vibe saying, you know, focusing on the whales a red herring. Jewel's going to continue to dump. Markets aren't looking strong. Yeah, I agree with all that. And that, I think, goes to what we were saying. Maybe we didn't articulate it too well, but just the idea of like, hey, if you're trying to flip Jewel for a quick buck, maybe not the best idea. Maybe it works out for you, but it's looking like it won't, you know? So I'm just kind of accumulating, playing the game, and when it does break out, then I'll dump on all you guys. It'll be great. No. What else we got here?
Double heal, double headstrong. That's kind of interesting for a Paladin.
What's headstrong again? That is can't be poisoned or can't be
Feared?
dazed.
Feared, dazed?
Dazed or confused.
Yeah, dazed and confused.
I know fearless is not being able to be pushed because I have a few tanks. Oh, speaking of double fearless tanks, Bob Nothing, I got a bone to pick with you. That warrior thief, it's hitting my alert every freaking day, twice a day. Like I almost want to buy it just to make it stop, but I don't want the hero. Just lower the price so someone buys it. Thank you.
So what's he got? He's got something that
it's a legendary warrior thief with double fearless, which I think is good for a frontline hero. And yeah, it just keeps hitting my alert.
Do I do eggs too, or you got enough summons?
I mean, mine's gonna take a while. I should start now. Bud making a good point about ETH-L2s and transaction costs being expensive, and I think that kind of pigeonholes the team into not looking at some of the more popular chains, right? Because
right.
I mean, look at us complain about gas now, and it's like a penny.
Right.
You know, it's you can't play this game in its current form, and you know we could talk expeditions and stuff like that, but in its current form, you can't really play this game on a high gas chain. I don't know Evmos too much. I've heard of Cosmos, but I haven't played around on it at all.
Yeah, there was a game early days Cosmos I'd like dip my toes in, but never really made it anywhere.
Cool. All right, should I pull up what I got?
Yeah.
All right.
If we need time, I can hatch 10 eggs, but not really motivated to do that.
So we're going for a thief, 2 level 10
2
legendaries.
thieves, both level 10s. Nice.
Both level 10s. There are 3 summons on this one.
Are you going to use that to boost rarity? Is it worth the okay?
Yeah. I mean, to not do it and just burn the summons, like
yeah.
Or I guess if you don't burn the summons, it goes on to the.
No, because the other one's 0 out of 0.
Oh, okay, got it. So yeah, scrolling down. So wait, where are the stats? So 35 agility, 30 agility. They will be
So
getting the agility boost on both, and that is the
level
goal.
10, so they'll also get increased chance of an agility. Is that 10?
So it's they'll get the points, the actual agility points, and then they'll get bonus percentage points.
Yep. Also
Uh,
for the primary stat, which is
right,
agility.
right.
Got it.
So then getting into the genetics here, or I'll just scroll right down to the chances. So we have 75% chance of thief.
How do you have a 9% chance of a bard?
It's recessive.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Um,
And did I see Dark Knight snuck in there too?
Dark Knight with 3%. So really, like, Archer wouldn't be great. That's 7% I wouldn't like. Knight I wouldn't like. So now we're close to 10%. Wizard, Warrior, no. We're around 11% chance of this
Being
fucking
a
me.
rug.
Yeah.
Because you're doing agi, so you really don't want. Man,
You can make a case for any
you
of them,
can
right?
make a case for literally anything for
And
agi.
if Maddie were here, he'd be saying the evasion knight would be good, but
Especially if you get. I know I'm foreshadowing, but double foresight.
yeah, no, but yes, you can make a case for any of them. I wouldn't necessarily be happy with it.
Yeah, you wouldn't be happy with anything
Um,
other than a thief.
Thief sub, Ninja sub 9%, Pirate sub I'd be alright with, but I wouldn't love it. And then again, Knight sub, Priest, Monk, Archer, don't really want those.
Yep.
So the green stat, it's pretty good. I have like a 98% chance of either getting agility or dex.
And are you going to stone agility?
Yes.
If you get green dex, will you crystal dex?
No.
Got it.
No, because I'm gonna have the goal is to and I guess that's a good point going into kind of my thought process with this with the double foresight. We don't know the formula for evasion yet. I'm so sure, and this means it's probably gonna be wrong. But I'm so sure that evasion is going to proc off agility. I don't really see how you can justify it not procking off of agility.
Unless they redo everything, because you need agility to have some level of functionality.
Right, you need
Turn order
like
is not going to be enough.
right, and evasion just, I mean, it doesn't make sense. If there was a quickness stat, then you could say, oh, it would be quickness and not agility. There's not.
Yeah.
There's just agility. So the goal is the foresight boosts up that evasion. The agility will boost up the evasion. It'll be a very hard to hit thief, right? The blue stat, 40% chance of dex, not too great here. You know, endurance.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, but it's blue stat. Blue stats are overrated.
Yeah. And then 82% chance of one foresight, 75% chance of the other foresight. I don't know the odds of both based on those two numbers. But yeah, Bob, we are doing a greater agi stone. I just heard you typing. Are you looking up the chances of both?
Yeah.
If it's below 75%, don't even tell me.
It is below 75%.
Well, then you just told me.
Probability of both A and B occurring is 61.5%.
It's more than half.
Yep. Probability of A or B or both occurring? What do you think?
Wait.
Probability of getting at least one foresight out of this?
90?
95.5%. You want to talk about getting rugged?
It's going to feel like a loss if I just get one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to do it. I'm going to do all the levels. And hopefully it'll be 3 agi on.
Those are the right two heroes, right?
Those are the right two heroes, but good call. Let's just check that one more time. Blue Star and Danamord.
Oh, you actually checked the names? I don't know the names on any of my heroes.
Well, that
except for Kythri and Temper.
It's a pretty easy way to. I mean, I guess they could have the same name.
I mean,
so
it's not like each of them have a unique number ID that identifies them.
All right. So yeah, so we're getting a boost, a 1% boost on agi, and then plus 1 agi on each. So plus 2%. So we are using the greater swiftness.
Now, what does this greater swiftness stone do?
Yeah, so should we see what's the secondary stat? So if I get a thief, oh, that's what I wanted to pull up.
Oh, 21% chance. Yeah. You asked me to do that. I'm glad you did that because I still don't
Yeah,
know
no, I
where
got
that
it.
is.
So 70% and 17.5%. So you ready to do some math for me?
Yep.
17.5
Scroll
plus
down.
plus 21 plus 2.
Yeah, so about 41%.
It feels low.
I mean, it's a secondary stat.
Oh, and then the
Crystals.
crystals are another 21%. Crystals are 45%. So
Yeah,
what was
so
the
now
number you
you're
said?
talking about 41. So you're talking about almost a 90% chance of getting that.
Right. And the way it's worked out so far on my archer, it missed 3. It missed +3 decks on 1 level up out of 13 so far. So
Yeah, that checks out. You're rolling pretty well, too.
yeah, I thought that
Yeah,
was
we're going to make you do it again and do all the checks.
Mhm. All right, here we go. Need some luck. It's gonna be a short stream if like a knight pops out of this.
Oh,
I got everything.
part of me wants to see it. Did you add this crystals or the
The stone.
tiers? You
Tears are
added
in.
the summons boost.
I did. All right, here
So
we go.
what did the summons boost do? Because I don't kind of agree with that. I don't think it's worth the tiers, but I know you're not price conscious on
It's
this.
a one-time type of thing. Oh, and then as far as price goes, if anyone's curious there, I bought the heroes a while ago, so I'm not sure, but it was 160 jewel for the stone, and it was 140 jewel total for the 9 crystals.
So 300 jewel for the kit, if you will. And then
Yes.
how much did the 2 heroes cost? Do you remember?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Call it 300 crystal each.
Yeah. It's probably accurate for
I've
just
had them for. I bought them both level 1.
relatively floor legendary. Because each of these heroes alone, I mean the foresight's kind of nice. That might have been priced in.
Yeah, I mean, I have the alerts up, and a lot of people don't notice when they're
Yeah, first on
selling
the
it.
market.
Mm-hmm.
Bots aren't grabbing them.
Right. What's up, Sir Worm in the house? We're giving away your hero again, Worm.
I hope you win it, Worm.
Oh, I got to see about putting more names in. Who
Who
else
do you
showed
miss?
up?
You get Bob.
Bob Tier,
Did you get Bud?
Bud is in.
You got Vibes. You got
Vibes is in.
Zabu. Rabito added a comment about chains.
Yep. Yeah, I had him in.
And then put Worm in twice because he deserves it.
I don't think he wants it back. He gave it away.
Yeah, but
Did I put him in
that's
once?
the whole point. Throw him in once as Worm and once as Sir. And if Sir hits, I actually win it.
We'll throw Maddie in, and we'll throw Guy Kid in. T9N. Oh no, this doesn't count. Does not count. Spun it by accident.
Oh yeah, probability calculator. In case you're curious.
All right, and my screen's better now. All right, here we go. That was enough delay. Yeah, all right. Breaking a bond with the pet. Probably should have taken them off earlier.
So breaking the bond with the pet, what happens to that?
24-hour cooldown, that's all it said.
24-hour cooldown. Do you lose the pet treat?
Probably.
I'm just curious on that. So
it's a good question.
We got 20 seconds to kill, so I'm like, what else can we chat about?
It's a good question. I just don't know.
Yeah. What are treats going for nowadays?
Couldn't tell you. I don't
know. Pet treats.
All right, let's see if we got Scorer with the mythic vibes. Ben Force, I'll put you in as soon as this is over. We'll take a bard.
We'll take a bard, but ideally we're looking for those daggers on a thief. And it's a knight.
All right.
Oh,
Step 1's complete.
now we know it's going to be yellow. Could we see purple,
Yellow?
orange, whatever?
All right. I was thinking maybe we have 2 colorblind hosts on this show.
We know we don't have room for multiple colorblind people.
Oh!
Yay!
Oh! That's a win all around.
Ninja sub.
Ninja sub. We will take it.
Let's go.
That's great. And the 3 summons I threw in.
Yeah.
This is... All right, let's throw Ben Force in here. Because I need to calm down a little. Who's Zach? Did I type that by accident?
Who is Zach? Zach, if you're here, say hi. I don't think there's
Awesome.
Zach.
All right,
Dude, congrats.
Gilgus
great pick.
Sunsleep. Cool. All right. What's
Aggie
Taylor?
it.
Oh, he didn't get ice. Ice was the highest, and he's double tailoring. Not that that matters, but like.
Yeah, you're not gonna build them for tailoring.
No, I know, but like. I
Like
guess
what
it was like 40%.
tailoring stats? What stats does tailoring use?
All right, here we go. So we got 42% there. Ah, no, I didn't get it.
You got one of them.
I got 1.
Poison Blade 2 on the Thief's gonna be good. You know that's gonna be aligned. In speed with an Agi build, speed you may go twice in a row.
You're doing the thing where you
I'm doing
pick
the
things
thing.
out and
You
find
know,
ways to make it good.
There's
Zach is here. All right, what's up, Zach? Did someone just make that name? There was no Zach earlier. Whatever, we'll throw him in.
That's fine. But Poison Blade and Speed are both great. Foresight's, you got 1 Foresight, that's solid.
I gotta take screenshots for Twitter.
That's just a really good hit. You're not allowed to complain about a mythic thief ninja that's probably gonna have the highest agi in the game.
Yeah, no, I know. I've just been waiting for a long time to do this. I've had it for 10 levels.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna do the 10 level ups?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just doing some quick screenshotting.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you keep
I
that.
know this is bad.
It's bad podcasting, but you know what?
Full
It's a
episode
mythic
kind of bad
thief.
podcasting.
Everyone else can chill.
All right.
Actually,
was there anything else to check here?
Sir Worm makes a good point.
What's that? No. No chance. All right, he's got the greater swiftness. I don't know why I felt the need to check that. All right, here we go. First level up. The last time I did these...
What are you going to do for the other stats?
So Dex is higher. We've talked about this before, that Dex may not be reflected too much in the actual percentage, but there are a lot of moves on the Thief that proc off of Dex. And that's the thing.
Dex is going to be directly associated with hit chance.
Right.
So,
and the other thing, I'm using a stat here that isn't well represented in the tree. You know, so like having this high agility, it's not helping me on any of the moves.
Yeah, which I'm really surprised about.
Another reason why I think it's going to be heavily into the evasion formula.
Yes.
If they put it on moves too, then it's
too
OP.
overpowered.
You got Bogside Intern jumping on Worm's bandwagon there.
I like Rabito's comment.
What do you say here? Speed is likely getting rework. Betting it's going to... Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Let's keep talking on my hero. I like this. No, so I think
you're going to do Dex, and then what are you going to do for the third stat?
I'm going to do Dex, Luck, and then I'm going to rotate with whichever is lower here.
You're not going to do Vitality at all?
No, you're right. Fuck, I forgot how hard it is to level up Thieves early on.
You at least the first 5 levels, you need to be doing Vitality.
Agreed. It's going to be Agility, Vitality, and then we're going to see how these look. I'm going to pick level by level.
That's
and you guys can yell at me in the chat when you disagree, because that's what happened with my monk that I did on stream here. All right, so we're picking greater. So we're going Agi.
Lock in the Agi.
So he has 9 strength, 11 dex, 13 luck. So we're going to go
So
Vit.
do you do Vit and Luck? You do Vit and Dex, right?
I want to get the luck to 15. Once the luck's at 15, then I'm going to start doing decks a little bit.
All right, fair. All right, intern's buying your thief.
1 jewel.
Yeah, 1 jewel.
All right.
You know what?
The Bogside discount.
I've got my 200 bloaters still on the bazaar for 1 jewel each. I'll give you my 200 bloaters. How about that?
Should we just give it away?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
Spin the wheel.
Yeah, right. No chance. All right. I mean, I'm overlooking the fact that I got a ninja sub here. That was
The
big.
ninja sub was big.
That was what, 9%?
Yeah.
Yeah, 9.5.
Yeah. I mean, you would have happily taken the thief sub. It's just like,
well, so
could you make an argument with
yeah.
the skill codexes that thief actually should be more optimal for you?
It was a soft landing, though.
Yes.
I was going
agree.
for the thief sub. It was a very soft landing. Now show me 3 agi.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
2 vids. Nice, too.
That's a 10-point level up.
Yeah, that's solid.
Right.
Everything you want and then some.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. I gotta name this so I know what level it is.
What do you mean
go.
name it?
I'm making a whole Twitter thread based around this, all right?
But why is the Twitter thread not just screenshots?
No, it is. I was just saving the screenshots because I don't want to be tweeting them out right now because that would take longer.
But why
get
do
what I'm
you
saying?
even name it?
Because they're all going to look the same. I would have to look at where the stats are lower to know which came first.
But at the top it says level 1.
No, I don't. That's too big of a screenshot for Twitter.
Right,
I have a system.
You
right?
are the Twitter king.
Yeah.
I can't argue with your Twitterness.
Out of the 3 of us, yes.
Yep.
All right.
And he's gone.
Yeah, what the hell? Thief. Ninja. There you are. All right. So we're going greater again. So what did I say? I wanted to get to 15, so I'm not there yet. So agi, fit, luck. And I got a dex and strength out of that. So
yeah, that was solid.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I'm curious if what the codexes kind of say what stats thieves use.
You want to pull it up?
That requires me finding it.
I can. I have Wowie's super spec saved. I
Yeah,
could just
I got it.
shoot that to you. You have that?
Yeah, I found it quicker than I thought I would.
There we go. Yeah, because while we have these 20-second countdowns, we could take a pop over that.
Yeah. So we got Twisted Dagger uses Dex and Strength. Toxic Trap uses Luck.
Hold on, let me. I'll give you screen on the next one. Let's see what I get here. Let's see another 3, and then we got to start looking up what the highest agi in the game is for a thief.
Yes.
All right, another good one. Another 2 vit points.
I'll take the vit. Don't
dex,
love all
luck.
the misses, but like, hey, 3 agi's 3 agi. That's the goal.
Yep.
And
right.
Bob simplified the codex for us.
What do you say?
There's a Dex build, a Strength build, and a Luck build.
Right.
I do think you should just do a Luck build.
But I don't want to be weak on any. I know, and you're right. And min-maxing, and I know.
Min-maxing is how you win every video game.
Well, that's and I'm maxing the agi here, but.
Yeah. But the agi is not in the codex, so you're really not.
Yeah.
Maxing anything.
No, you're making a good point. All right. So, well, we're going to luck again. We're going to vit. I want to get this vit at least to 15.
Let's just let the compounding go.
I do have lesser and regular atonements that I can use to bump up that HP, but that's the issue with that is it's then a time I can't use a crystal.
Correct. Agi doesn't really compound though.
No, it's not about
Like Vit
compounding.
does.
It's just like I want 3 every time.
Correct.
You know?
I'm with you.
Go to the. I want to see what I missed out on with the thief ability.
Ghost.
If this hero dealt damage to an enemy this turn, gain X plus X times luck plus X times death, X Dex plus X times Agi. There's where Agi's happening.
Percentage chance to become untargetable.
So yeah, that's super evasion. Does Agi show up anywhere else? I know it's underrepresented. Is it just not represented?
In the thug train.
Okay. And the thug one is.
Go.
All right, we can dive into this deeper. Let me keep these rolling.
Yeah, you should probably optimize the thug. Yeah. So you're going to gain evasion based on your Agi on top of whatever the base evasion is based on your Agi. So it kind of doubles up the evasion, which is really interesting.
Great.
That's a good level up.
That's what we want. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10. So 2 out of the 3 have been 10 so far.
You're level 4 and you're already at 31. That's bananas.
Does someone in chat want to hop on? I'll throw your name in a second time if you give me the ID of the highest Agi thief.
I mean, I could probably beat most people.
You could win it, guy. You gotta just be quicker.
Agi. Let's go 41 Agi. There's a lot. 50 Agi.
Well, I'm already almost there, so.
There's 46 at 50. How about 60 Agi? There's 7 heroes at 60 Agi.
Okay.
64. There are 4.
And Worm, it's not my choice whether I'm doing with this hero. It's DFK Helper's choice, but I'm sure they're going to pick him.
There is a level 20 ninja at 68 Agi.
68?
Yep.
Is what I'm trying to beat?
Yep.
All right. We'll take a look after this.
The level 5 is going to be a big one.
Yeah, so after level 5, we'll see what kind of pace I'm on.
Yep.
Is this level 5? Yeah, it's level 5, so after this level.
And this is probably going to take another 10 minutes. So, chat, what else can we talk about other than just numbers? I love my math, but most people
give us
don't.
topics, chat. Do our job for us.
Yeah.
Hey, I spent money for content here. I was just saying this isn't smart to do until gameplay is released.
Right.
But here we are. I also have a summoner. We're going to be able to do this again in another week or 2 if we want. If people like it. I have 2 summoners.
Are they legis? Mm-hmm. Nice. I do like this technique. Like it's.
Yeah, it's
what you do makes sense.
Thrilling. And I mean, it's not my technique again. Sandwich did it first. +2 Agi. Let's go. The +3 on the
don't love the int.
Yeah, I don't love any of that, but I mean, can't complain. +5 Agi. All right, so. Guy,
34, 36 through 5. And doing another 10 levels should be 30. So that would put you at 66 at level 15.
And he's level 20 at 68?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So
obviously that's you hitting 3 every time, but that's only at level 15.
I mean, so far so good.
Yeah. I mean, you should easily be able to get to 70 to 75 Agi. But that's exciting. Another good level 10 level up will be interesting to see. Now, my one knock on you here is think of all the
No
fish,
knocks.
the fish you're losing out on, because this thief is at full stamina every time you level, and you're not questing between these crystals.
Oh, you're really nitpicking there, huh? I'll go buy a floor hero for each level.
Yeah, there you go.
10 floor heroes.
Um,
He's
our
also
good
a forager, so.
our good friends Raph and Neindorf are making a game.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that enough.
Yeah.
Another +3. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely check out their latest pod. They were talking about it a lot. It seems pretty cool. Seems
Yep.
like there's definitely a gap to be filled.
Yep, and it's interesting that they've had some pretty good back and forth with the DFK team. That it seems like you're going to be able to gain experience through the game, which is pretty cool, and giving us an alternative way of if people don't want a bot or they don't own a bot, another way for you to level your heroes in the game and the ecosystem, which will be interesting to see.
Yeah, we'll see. It's probably a while before that kind of takes hold, but
Right.
But yeah, any kind of creation at this point is extremely exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm just sticking with. I mean, Dex and Strength are kind of taking care of themselves in a nice way.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this so far. I
I'd
would
like.
like to. Yeah.
I think a luck build's going to be interesting. It's just like so speculative, but like thieves and luck just seem like a good thing.
Well, so that I think everyone. So when I bought these, I was looking at where kind of Thieves stood as far as a lot of people were building them specifically for luck, whereas most of my thieves, I go agi first, and luck
Right.
is a secondary. It
Same.
seemed like everyone was going luck first, so there are a lot of high luck thieves out there.
That's fair. Yeah. So
So
from
kind
a
of going against the
competition
grain.
perspective,
Yeah, that's why I was thinking dex too. It's like, well, how many high dex thieves are there? Like super high dex.
and why are there so many high luck thieves? Because luck is aligned with fishing,
Yeah, makes sense.
as well as luck does increase the drop rate on questing too. So pre-combat luck is a really good stat to have on your heroes.
And we just associate these with luck.
Yep. Yes, we do.
Is this new? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
Holy,
13.
this dude's a beast.
I am very happy.
Yeah.
If anyone wants this hero, I will trade for a Gen 0. Just throwing it out there.
That's not a crazy offer either. I mean, it's
Little
kind
bit.
of crazy.
Little
but...
All right, 3 more, and I have not missed 3 yet. Are we at 15? We're at 15 Vit. I think I should keep going with Vit, though, just again, because Strength and Dex are taking care of themselves.
So what's your health at?
263. It's still low.
Yeah, it's still really low.
I mean, it's going to be low, though. But we're past 20 luck, so that's good.
Yeah.
Intern saying I jinxed myself. He's 100% rooting against me, by the way.
1,000%.
That's great.
Yeah. When are you going to do the giveaway? How about after level 10?
Yeah, if anyone new has showed up, chat's gone kind of silent, but if anyone new, I think I'm boring them all to death. If anyone new showed up, we are doing giveaway. Just say anything in chat and your name will get thrown in.
For a rare Gen 1 10 out of 10.
Courtesy of Sir Worm. And also, we did make the rule you need to be subscribed to his YouTube.
Yes.
Even though we have no way of checking that.
We just trust that.
I'm going to drop that in the... I have to find it. Oh, I'm sub to it, so...
Gen 0 summon is ready in 22 minutes. I don't think we're going to make it that long.
Yeah, I don't either. Oh. What, did I freeze up? If this is one of those where I lose a fucking
Hero.
no, not
Kista?
lose a hero, lose a like don't get the screenshot type of deal.
Oh yeah, that'd be too bad.
Transaction failed.
That's kind of yeah, that's 6 to 7. So you
And
got
I
to add
have
Fishy Foods and Chris Smith to the wheel.
okay, I will. Okay, good. So it actually went through. I'm gonna go aggressive on the gas here.
Remember when I used to add gas whenever I summoned?
Yeah, that was back in the very superstitious days.
Yep. It worked for a while. Is that Sir Worm's pod?
Yes, it is.
Why is it a Discord link?
I should probably delete that.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know how.
I'll do it. You keep doing you. Congrats on the additional level or 3 Agi level up.
And 5 extra.
That link doesn't bring us anywhere.
Good. I have a private Discord that I use for copy and pasting onto different machines, so that's where it would take you.
Beeve just joined too, so make sure you put him in the wheel.
Nah, Beef can't win. Got too many good heroes.
But Beeve, you missed it. Franz took 2 legendary thieves and threw them in the pit.
Got some mythic vibes going.
And the result was epic mythic vibes.
What am I doing?
Ninja
Got
sub
distracted
was
by
a
the beat.
9% chance of hitting the ninja sub class.
Oh, I gotta refine this now. Ninja sub. All right, 2 more. So we're at 45 Agi. And yeah, I'm gonna keep going with it.
Yeah, I like that. I like the luck as well. He is perfect 3 for 3s for Agi on every level up at this point. And if that wasn't a jinx, I don't know what is.
We've said enough. But someone's gonna see this and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait till level 20 and then do this," and they're gonna get extra percentage points.
Yep.
And extra Agi on the front end. So that's kind of where it gets difficult. The longer you wait, the better.
Yeah, exactly.
I ran out of patience.
Remember when like we first got into DFK and we were like, we're gonna wait till level 10 to summon any of our heroes?
Yeah, that lasted about 3 days. Oh, it's only a few $100 for this summon.
Yeah,
Just
right.
do it.
It's fine.
And I'll update the wheel of names after this level. Come on, show me a +3.
This is the big one. I mean, level 10's really the big one, but like
level 10's the
this
big
has been hyped. Nice.
2 decks. Got a luck in
2
there.
decks, got the luck. Well, Mosh, Maddie's not here to cut me off, Mosh. I actually have open mic tonight. It's a nice change of
Yeah,
pace.
guy's been spitting. What the kids say where he's been talking. They say spitting.
Spitting.
All right, wheel of names. Who we got? We got Mosh, Eric, Beeve,
Chris Smith,
Chris Smith,
Fishy Foods,
Fishy. Where is that? Oh, yeah, I see it.
and that should be everyone.
It said spitting when I was a kid, Franz. Well, you're a young guy then. All right. They were saying things were rad when I was a kid. This hero's bitching. All right. Here we go for 51 Agi.
Well, for a chance, a lot more than 51 Agi, because this is the level 10, my friend.
Oh, true. I've gotten even on the Archer, I've hit rarity bonuses very well for decks on that. And now so far I'm 1 for 1 on this. Like, I'm not this lucky of a person. Like, I feel like it's all coming all at once.
You're due, right?
Yeah.
You're due for like a +1.
We're throwing in a little extra gas to ensure that doesn't happen.
Keep the gas gods happy. I love Dig Dug.
What is that?
You never played Dig Dug? It was on the same machines as like Pac-Man.
No.
You know, like the old school arcades that had like the multi-game selections that you could play Bomberman, you could play Pac-Man.
That's ringing a bell.
Yep. Usually the Donkey Kong was usually associated with that too, like the Donkey Kong Mario game.
Yeah.
Yeah, super throwbacks.
I remember Battletoads. You remember that game?
Battletoads. I don't know if I played that one.
I saw somebody on Twitter talking about it the other day, and it brought back some memories.
Someone on Twitter had an Asteroids video too, and that was a major throwback. I used to love Asteroids.
Yeah, those were great. I remember going to Nathan's because they had an arcade.
Yeah,
and we would all play like the Ninja Turtles video game was
Chuck
great.
E. Cheese.
That's Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. We had a Nathan's. we didn't have that high society stuff like Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, Battletoads was hard, Eric. It was the kind of game where like there was like no saves, if I remember correctly. So you just had to like fucking get through.
Just make it happen.
I don't think I ever beat it. Oh, whoa. Let's go.
+3 Dex, +2 Agi.
We are out here.
He is a rock star.
New favorite hero, Gilgus Sunsleep.
53 Agi at level 10. That's wild.
Awesome. That couldn't have gone better. Well, he didn't get the double foresight, so it could have gone better. I do have 2 more thieves. The subs aren't as good. The subclasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, let's look at them a little more. I know we all wanted, not just me. This one I'm going to be looking at all night tonight. Not in a dirty way.
24 Dex, 24 luck. It's interesting that Dex has kept pace with luck.
Yeah, I've been giving luck the extra bonus, and luck has a higher just chance in general. 65 to 55. Strength's kept up too.
Yeah. I mean, you've had good level ups. It's interesting that Vitality's only 17.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely got some rarity on wisdom and intelligence that I didn't love, but like endurance, I'm glad that got up there a little bit because it was at like 8 for a while.
Right. I mean, I say give me all the min maxes, but you enjoy your balanced heroes. So
I don't like the mins to be so min that they're like I agree with the strategy of min maxing in general.
Yep.
But I like there to be a little meat on the bone with some of the other stats. All right. Do we have anything else to talk about, or are we spinning the name?
We're spinning that wheel, baby.
The name of wheels.
I think we got everyone.
Shuffle it up. And we did. There is already one result because I misclicked it.
Who won?
Should we give something to the person that won? It's a very loyal listener.
We'll make sure Maddie sends him a gray egg.
All right. Vibes is getting a gray egg from Maddie then.
Congrats, Vibes.
Here we go. For the 10 of 10. Oh, Bud.
Bud. Congrats, Bud.
Awesome. All right.
If you're still here, hit us up. Let us know your Discord.
Yeah, I don't think I know Bud on Discord, so I'm hoping he is still here or listens to the end of the show.
He's usually on most of the apps, so.
Yeah, we'll catch him next week then if we need to. Oh, here he is. Let's go. Bud, message me on Discord or on Twitter, and we'll hook you up. Cool. Guy, any final thoughts?
Congrats on that insane mythic thief. I don't even know what this has been over an hour. I don't even know what we've talked about.
Well, that's because half of it we weren't even talking. We were just kind of staring at the countdown of 20 seconds in between level ups.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
But
I mean,
congrats to you. Thanks, chat, for hanging in and putting up with us without Maddie. Hopefully, Maddie's better next week and can join us next week.
Yeah. Well, on that note, this has been another episode of Bogside Chats. We'll see you later.
Later.